Hi everyone, it's minifigmanstudios here, and basically I figured because content is coming slowly to a lot of projects at the moment, especially with uni and a bit of block here and there, I figured I might as well try and hold this steady. It's really difficult trying to hold these things. I thought I might as well give you a bit of a studio tour to see the process of where I work most of the time when I'm not being lethargic. So without further ado, let's begin.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da 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 da
Well, this is the studio, and this is where a lot of this stuff happens. As you can see, I usually have a please knock notice, and then in we go. As you can see, this place is pretty big, really. Had it for about almost 3 years now. Just a quick overview as to everything, practically. Yeah. Here we have the motivational poster on the back of the door. Mainly just Batman. Just, you know, helps. Gives a bit of colour to the bleak white walls of everything. Okay, so here we have the shelves of boxes. Basically, as you can see, I have quite the range of stuff and Lego. The humble trash bag. That's where most of my ideas come from. So this is basically my shelves, well, my other shelves of sets, mainly consisting of DC and Marvel, but some custom themes as well. So these are for projects and different things. So we've got kind of like the robot things for like when I was going to do a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of parody. Might still do that, I don't know. Depends on how I feel like it. Arkham Asylum. Some figures for a project that I've got coming up for a series. It's just a focus bit. Okay, manual focus all the way. Yeah, so some figures for a series that I'm going to be writing out and doing soon. This is my figure collection. Some are customs, such as not the Red Hood, but the Bankers. One of my own characters that I've drawn up, called Raven. Supposed to be in a Batman episode. Like Falcone and Thugs, Black Mask Goons, Deadshot, Hush, Killer Croc, homemade Red Hood at the back, the Batcave. There we go. Different Alfreds like the Michael Caine, regular 1960s, homemade. Lucius Fox, different Jokers, again from the series I'm writing. Black Mask. Homemade Black Mask is actually pretty cool. I can just... there we go. There he is. Pretty cool. Where's the other one? Oh, the custom one that I bought was that one. Which isn't too bad, but yeah. Look. Arkham Knight, Scarecrow. Oh, it also has my Marvel aspect. All the different Spider-Man. Lower shelf. It's basically, just zoom out. basically just other sets, Marvel and DC sets that I've got. But that's The Legend of Chima. But actually I'm using it to make a Killer Croc base because it's just a giant swamp and looks really cool. My Ultra Agents, I'm going to do some stuff with that sometime. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Galaxy Squad, Western, Prince of Persia, stupid focus, there we go. More DC and Marvel. And then the bottom is even more DC and Marvel. Seem to have other stuff. Here's usually my modulars and the stuff. It's not really much at the moment, it's mainly just creator. Mainly because I got quite a few out at the moment. Other stuff that I've bought, usually from like shops and eBay. Car boot sales, primarily eBay. Custom Rex Fury over there that I bought. There we go. It's pretty cool. Don't really find him very often. And the upper shelf where I've got a load of stormtroopers and guards. Don't really know much about Star Wars, but I think they're guards. My yearly calendar. Suicide Squad isn't too bad. Well, here are my obligatory windows, because apparently every room has to have a window. Don't really know why, but oh well. And some of my other stuff, these are just like offcuts and different things that I've normally had. Just the T-Rex and my live action stuff for filming when I used to do that in the past. Lego Movie video game poster. It's pretty cool. Just, you know, big fan of that one. Here's my infamous drawers of sorting. Got all sorts really. That's like fake Lego that I tend to get. Only for pieces and things. I don't really indulge too much in that. Star Wars, Western stuff like Lone Ranger and that. Lord of the Rings. These are usually my minifigure parts like legs, torsos, heads, hair, hats, brick arms, guns, a lot. And then here you have stuff like gold, tile pieces, slants, regular kind of minifigures. Oh, these are interesting. These are like good guy, bad guy kind of stuff, like hero villain that's not necessarily Marvel and DC. I know there's Nova down there, but usually it's like cops and robbers kind of stuff, thugs, gangsters, the good life. Yep. These are like other customs that I've done, just random. Hang on, just focus on color. So, oh, for goodness sake. Right, you gonna work? No, you're not gonna work. Stick it to the manual. Right. That's better. So, like custom room. My assassin character that I've used for infiltration. Mainly just businessmen, although I have got a forest assassin. Female, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Just different bits and bobs really. Goes all the way down. Other bits are my boards. Slots like tiles, flat pieces. My work desk where I supposedly write out my scripts, hoping to actually clear all that up and make it into more of a formal desk. That's going out. That was my first Mac. That was what I first started animating on in the shed. And that's been with me for years, and I've been meaning to throw it out because it broke. Not sure why. I haven't thrown it out yet, but yeah. Oh, here's really awesome present I had years ago off a a really close friend that I sadly we don't speak to each other anymore. But yeah, periodic timetable thing has all like the film quotes on. It's pretty cool. And some college work that I actually got from an animator, which is pretty cool. All about different camera angles. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so this is basically my whiteboard. I used to have a lot of stuff on it, but I wiped it all off because I wrote it down and it had been stuck there for a year and wasn't making any progress. So clean slate, clean board. Got a couple of ideas on there. Might be working on. Yeah, it's the whiteboard of creativity and plainness. Mostly plainness because, well, I don't get to write anything on it yet. So, yeah. Corner shot of the studio. Whoop. As you can see, it is pretty big. Kind of the size of a typical lounge, I'd say. Like a decent lounge. A couple of other sets that I've bought over time. There's my pin board. Not sure what that is. But that's my pin board for the heist film that I'm working on. Yeah, just different sets and themes I used to have in the shed. Some bits of, I guess, rubbish, but they just, you know, recently had an upgrade in the studio. Some more sets, a big Lego mural, which I bought, well, I think my parents bought me at the fair once a few years ago. Yet to hang that up, but yeah, not bad. And then this is where the magic happens. Yep, that's right. This is my new setup. The old computer exploded. Well, I say exploded, it corrupted its own memory and ended up having the same result as if it did explode. Just top and bottom of it didn't work. But it's actually really quite good. I've decided to name this one Phoenix, mainly because it's just risen from its predecessor's ashes. Speaker system, I mean that itself is a speaker, that's got a lot of thump to it. The really cool thing about this is it actually glows. So if I get it into focus, it's got like glowy aspects at the top, some FNAF figures that I might use in some animation, my backup hard drive, but it's got some really cool, like you can see the inner workings, and I'm kind of tech savvy but not this tech savvy, but I think it's actually pretty cool just to see everything working in there. And also because it's custom, if anything goes wrong you can just take it apart and fix it. My Acer, ooh, there we go, a bit better. There's my thing, monitor, sorry. Best thing about this is I've got a new mouse, which looks really cool, and it glows, which is Snazaroo. If I just give it a quick wiggle, it glows different colours as well, which is really cool, like blue, purple, all sorts. And there's my computer with my card as a lock screen, and my keyboard, which if I just sign in, I think, oh come on, there we go, my keyboard actually pulsates, which is really cool. Quite like the breathing look. There's my setup. Got some programs like Overwatch every now and then. I've got some projects in the works here, so, and many university work. I like to keep tabs on my uni. My background is actually me as Jin from League that my friend drew for me, and it's really cool because she also did one of my favourite lines from his character, which is "Our performance begins," which is really cool. And then next to me is a load of Lego. No surprise there. It's all pretty cool stuff actually. It's recent sets that I've bought. I got a load of Batman minifigures and I kept getting all the Lobster Batman torsos, which were really beneficial surprisingly. Means it's not on autofocus. Got to focus it yourself. One moment folks. There we go. So I basically had a spare Tony Stark head and I kind of made a bit of a character. Yeah. Anyway, just different characters. I just make up different ones. If anyone's ever seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Goodness sake. Right. Does that make it? No. There we go. Other way. I made Yoshikage Kira with Kira Queen, his stand, which is very rough, but hoping to do an animation with that. Yeah, this is just my mess desk, as I call it, where all my sets are. If I just... when I say to people I have a lot of Lego, a lot of people don't really believe me, and then they, you know, this is a lot of stuff I've actually ordered off eBay, hence the plastic bags, just torsos, heads, incense burner, just to keep everything smelling nice and fresh and not like a dump. A couple of scripts and storyboards. Yeah, moving on to the next bit. Okay, so this is basically my custom shelf. It's pretty impressive. It's basically where I put all my prized customs that I've made on display and for animation. So I had like a Gordon Freeman when I was like a few years ago. Ninja Brian, which I might actually switch on his torso. There is a Dan and Aaron that I've made, and a Barry. At the moment, they're being used for a project, so fingers crossed for that. Ross, Susie, John. A couple of figures from, again, another project I'm working on called The Resistance, or The Day God Abandoned Us. It's pretty interesting. Scientist. Basically a DJ setup with DJ, supposed to be one of my mates, my friend Katie from college, friend Belle from college. I like to make those things with my friends, just for animations and things. That one, I didn't actually remember, didn't make a name for him actually. He was supposed to be for like, it's back when Watch Dogs and Lego Movie came out. It was supposed to be like a film cross between a master builder and a hacker. It was going to be a really fun film. Might still do it, might scrap it, but I quite liked his design, so I decided to keep it. V from V Vendetta, from my other videos. Maelstromos, as I call him, from Lego Universe, if anyone ever remembers that game. God, I forgot his name. I know he looks like Tom Cruise, but he's not Tom Cruise. He is the guy from the Heist film. He is like the same as Bane in Payday. Haven't figured his name. There's Bones and Steel and Mystery Guy. Kind of a spoiler, I suppose, for the film. Hoxton. Mags from Repo, the Genetic Opera. If anyone's ever seen that, good for you, because that is a good film. The Repo Man with his knife in the holster. If I can get a little... Sorry for the poor quality, I'm trying to stand and bend and do all sorts at the moment, and it is difficult. Repo Man with his mask. I couldn't make a proper one, so Stormtrooper it was. The Undertaker. Sorry, Gravekeeper. No, Grave Robber. I'll get there eventually. From Repo. My university lecturer, Alan, looking menacing as always. Mr. Sandman from Punch-Out Animated. I'm going to try and do that by Starbomb. Doc from Punch-Out. Glass Joe from Punch-Out. Again, all for Starbomb's Punch-Out Animated thing. Glass Joe's Title Fight, I think it's called. This character I quite like. Never came up with a name for him. but it's pretty cool. Director for, I think it wasn't for Science Experiments, it was for someone else, but it was something. My own Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs, so to give that a shot. Minifigmanstudios, I got my own personal brick. It's pretty cool. The main garb for my mascot. Derek, Steve, in case anyone else was ever confused. I know I sure was when I was writing the episodes. Drac from Derek and Steve. And a troll warlord, I think it was. I don't know, it's a character that I kind of thought cool when I got it for my birthday, so it's pretty cool. Some security guards, and zombie, and some animatronics that I decided to make. And Paraka from The Day God Abandoned Us. You'll probably be seeing him sometime in the animated short / films. So yeah, on to the next bit. Okay, so this is basically the animating table. Yeah, it's a lot of Lego, I know. I keep getting told by a lot of people. Now the radio fan's again, so this might be a bit hard to hear. This table is about 8 foot by 5 foot, I think, or 5 foot. 8 by 5. It's usually my animation base. I like to do things. There's a few. Zoom in. There's a little scene for an old film I want to redo called Science Experiments. If I look up, if you can see, it's like an operating theatre somewhere, and it's kind of grisly and cool. It's gonna be like a really bloody and horrific film, because why not? Bringing it back a bit, there's some sets from Survival Guide to Media, which I'm still working on. Just going to take some time. I need people to help voice and have a clear narrative. I really want a team together, actually. Really help. Yeah, there's the director fellow for the photos I was taking in Photoshop. Oh, actually, if you can see over there, let's just focus. There's Danny and Aaron, and Barry in a unicorn suit. I made a Grumps plates for the Game Grump animated thing. That's pretty cool. And on this lovely, lovely space. Hopefully going to be learning. Well, not learning. I'm going to be hopefully working on my next project pretty soon. And then just all my miscellaneous off bits of different sets, different bricks. This is basically my main building, animating, doing whatever I feel like kind of table. But yeah, so yeah. Just to say underneath, let me just turn the phone on. There we go. Just to say underneath is all Lego as well that I've had when I was really young, and it is so cool. Great place to store, actually. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the studio tour. I know it's not an awful lot. It's the best I can do at the moment, considering a lot of stuff going on, especially with university work, to do with like trying to figure out what ideas to do. I think the worst part is I haven't actually got a team together, and I don't want to have to end up doing a lot of stuff like voicing myself, because it's just going to get to be a real drag and a real pain. But I can assure you that projects are underway as soon as they can, and I'm going to hopefully aim to be more content friendly, with more coming out more regularly. I might start up Twitter, might start up Instagram, mainly for the studio because I have no interest myself in them, and learn how to do it. And if this video ever reaches YouTube, thanks for all for watching, and hopefully I will be making more projects so you can enjoy them. So hope to hear from you guys in the future, and I might just show myself depending if I ever feel like it. So yeah, Okay, hope you have a lovely day, or night, or whatever, and keep on smiling. Minifigmanstudios, out.